morning. It is 5:50 in the morning and we're catching an Uber to the airport. We're heading from Sydney, Australia to Cairns today, which is 3 hours north, so 3 hours by flight north. So we're waiting for our Uber and we will see you at the airport. So we all know what this is. This is Vegemite, and I haven't tried it yet. I need to try it, so I'm gonna try it on some toast here. It does not smell good. I'm not gonna lie, it smells really bad. I'm
gonna use my spoon.
Yeah, I'm not going crazy with it. It's really salty. I didn't expect that.
I'm guessing you don't like it. Your face is not like...
It's not like gag worthy, but it's like not good.
You have like the standard toddler look when they like don't want to eat something.
Nope. I'll stick with something else. But try it for kicks and giggles. It's something you must try when you come to Australia.
Alright, so I have to try this. No. Absolutely not. You're right, it's super salty. I feel like I just need to go ahead and swallow that. No, that's not for me. I can't do that. Good luck, everybody else. I don't know if the pavlova makes up for the Vegemite or if there's some sort of like offset there, but the Vegemite's pretty rough. I'm not sure why anybody would voluntarily pick that over butter. So, interesting choice, Australia. Interesting choice.
Or jam, or any other condiment.
Yeah, in a world of like full of choices, you would choose that? No, wrong choice. Also, we are currently in the Rex Lounge, and surprisingly, it's like one of the most secure lounges that I've ever been into. It had like a fingerprint reader and like a code to get into it, and you had to go in and check in. It was really surprising. I don't think I've ever been in a lounge that had like that level of security just to open the doors. So, anyways, but it's also one of the few lounges that we have access to via the Priority Pass, which we have through our American Express card, which permits us to access certain lounges all over the world. So anytime I'm in a new airport, including domestic airports, I always try to see if I can find a lounge that we can go to or somewhere we can get permitted entry. And sometimes you find really good lounges. Other times you just find simple lounges like this, where it's significantly quieter than the airport and you can kind of sit privately and get some work done. But it's not going to compete with something like an American Express lounge or a Delta lounge or an American lounge, or some of the lounges that are all over the world that are some of the best lounges in the world. These are just going to be simple, easygoing lounges with a few drinks and maybe a few snacks and some bread. All right, we got a few minutes until our flight, so I think here in about 20-30 minutes we're going to get up and we're going to walk over to our gate. Oh, and I should also mention that this is our first time flying the Virgin Australian. There's actually multiple different Virgin companies, which is something that I didn't realize, but they're all under kind of the same Virgin moniker. But because we're taking a domestic flight today, this is our first time on a Virgin Australian flight. We also have a lot of firsts for this country. Next week we have a flight on Qantas, which is our first time flying on Qantas. And then I have to check and see what our next flight after that is, but it might be Air New Zealand. I'll take a look and I'll let you guys know, but we're flying a lot of airlines on this trip.
We're watching the news here in the lounge, and apparently this morning a person tried to take a firearm off of a police officer here at the domestic Sydney airport, and the entire airport went into lockdown. But it must have happened like right before we got here, because everything was normal when we got here, and we got here at like 6:30 in the morning, so it must have been like really close to when we got here. but we're finding out, from the news. So that's fun. Anyhow.
There's also 2 domestic terminals here. I think Terminal 2 and Terminal 3 are domestic terminals, so it may have been in a different terminal, but it's kind of weird to like watch the news and then they are showing like live pictures of the airport. So yeah, maybe I am glad that this lounge is locked down. Well, it's quieted up a little bit.
Yeah. We like all of these different cafes and stuff.
Yeah, KFC over there, Solar Engine, Sydney Coffee Exports, Mrs. Fields. Let's go.
It was strange. Basically, boarding is priority, and everybody else, no groups or anything like that. So it was interesting. And I did not know if we were priority until last second.
I was just basing it off of the color because I honestly wasn't 100% certain either, but I'm pretty sure our seats are considered Velocity X.
Welcome to Cairns. Virgin Australia acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands to which we fly and pay our respects to elders past and present.
We've made it to Cairns, and now I just need to pick up our bags and find a ride to our hotel.
It is a little bit rainier than expected here, but I think we'll try to make it work. I think today one of our key things is just try to schedule some activities for tomorrow and explore the town a little bit and maybe find lunch and dinner. So we'll give that a shot. We got our taxi, so we're good to go. Simple, easy done.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
It works, right?
Yeah, I think so. What did you get there, Kayla?
So good.
I bet.
It's like a chicken katsu ramen.
It looks
good.
really good.
It's so good. It's rainy outside. This is like the greatest lunch. I'm so happy.
ride, Ben.
All right.
Well, first of all, how was lunch?
Lunch was amazing, by the way. So we stopped at this Japanese, like, I'll call it like, it's kind of like a cafe.
Yakozuna or something?
Yeah. So incredibly good. We'll try to put the text of like where it was here so that you can at least get an idea. But very good. It was highly rated and it deserved all of the ratings. If you like Japanese food, especially more, I'm trying to think of like
Authentic? I mean, it's authentic.
It's authentic Japanese for sure, but like it's like a cafe food. I don't know what the style of food is called.
It's like ramen and bento boxes,
Right.
and
Yeah.
their chicken katsu is like one of their popular things.
Right. So if you're really into that, it's a great place to stop. But now we are in a bit of a pickle. We are trying to decide whether we want to book a tour tomorrow or if we want to go scuba diving tomorrow. Apparently, unfortunately right now, the winds are pretty high offshore, up to 20 knots. So they're seeing like 2 to 3 meter waves, which is essentially like 6 to 8 foot waves out there, which is just a little bit on the high end for us. So we're trying to decide if that's a good idea or not. Our other problem with that is due to the way that kind of scuba diving rules work, you have to have essentially 24 hours between your last dive and when you fly. And for us, that leaves us a very limited period for us to do it. So we basically have to dive tomorrow in order for us to take our flight to Brisbane in 3 days. But the other problem with that is if we dive tomorrow, that gets rid of this Kuranda, which is the popular train and sky, I think, what is it called? Sky rail.
Yeah.
So it gets rid of that for us because that's technically altitude and you cannot go to high altitude within 24 hours after you die. That gives us a pretty complex situation that we kind of need to decide how we want to do this. But once we decide, we need to go in and book that today here shortly. All right.
Decisions.
Decisions will be made one way or another.
Let's go check out the beach. They look like eagles, but like they're like hawks.
The crazy thing is that those birds are like sitting
Their knees are like backwards.
and they just like sit like that. That's insane. All right, so we were able to get a few more answers, and I'll be honest, it's been about an hour. Kayla and I have been talking about it for pretty much the whole hour, and we still really haven't come to a decision.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer to a decision.
So, but yes, hopefully in the next hour or so we'll be able to figure something out. But I think we're going to take a break from thinking about it from now, and we're going to go try to, I guess, go back to the hotel, pick up our, what is that little Peak Design tote bag, so we can do some grocery shopping because we're here for a few days. And the place that we're staying at actually has a little kitchen for us to use and borrow, like microwave, and got a little refrigerator in our room and everything that we need. So we'll give that a shot.
And with all the money that you're spending on tours here, you're gonna want to save a little money.
Yeah, this is definitely a little bit of us like going into money saving mode right now because the cost of almost all of these places are so expensive, and we still have a pretty big trip that we're planning on doing in Queensland, actually Queenstown. I'm struggling with that because technically we're in Queensland right now, but we will be going to Queenstown here in about 4 days. So, all right, that's it. So this is just the OK gift shop. It's not great gifts, but they're okay. All right, so we're out and we're just gonna take a look here because we need to go to the gift shop because we did finally book our tours. I don't know if I mentioned that.
But tomorrow there's an option for us to go swimming, and we need towels. We did ask our hotel and they didn't have any for us, so we're gonna head on down to the gift shop and see if there's some towels that we can get for cheap. Well, unfortunately, there was no affordable towels in there. They were all quite expensive, so
The OK Gifts store is more than okay. It's very like high-end gifts, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go try to find another place that has, I think, a little bit more affordable towels.
It smells so good, doesn't it?
It does. There might be a towel here.
That's what I was saying.
I'll be honest, that was about half the price that I expected, so.
Yeah, they have some of the exact same towels here or more.
Okay.
So you want to go back to the other ones?
We completed all of our tasks at the night market. We got postcards to mail to our parents. We got a beach towel for tomorrow. We decided to only buy one and we're gonna try to share it. So that'll be fun. So just a note, we went grocery shopping earlier at Woolworths and it was crazy.
Those lights are flickering bad.
Are they?
One moment. Okay, better.
Let me show you the postcards that we got first before I move on to get this one. This one. And this one. They were all done by local artists, so I thought that was fun. Just an El Cheapo towel that has like an indigenous design on it. And then a little Australian koala, but he has a
Kayla's gotta figure out how to put the...
weird, he has like a double face now, but you know.
I think you can pull it over and hide the other face, but yes.
It's like, anywho, that's the little plushie. So, night market was cool. Highly recommend checking it out. It's kind of more of like an authentic experience. For sure, it is kind of chaotic, but I think that's kind of on par with some night markets. So,
Yeah, one of the most interesting things about it is I think we found the same towels at 3 different places. And I'm glad that like the first one I saw, I was like, Kayla, it's a market. There has to be other places with towels. Like we can check for other like cheaper towels. And
so the first towel was $12 and it was near the entrance. That's where they're gonna get you. And then the one that we bought was $10.95 off to the side. But on the other side, we found them for 10, so we could save 95 cents. But you know, same exact towel, 3 different prices. So just maybe walk around and see what you can find. So, but a good place for like souvenirs and all that jazz.
Absolutely.
Grocery shopping was kind of chaotic earlier at Woolworths. It was just really, really busy. So the one here in Cairns is just expect a kind of a...
And I think it's just like the only one in the town.
Yeah.
So like everybody's gonna be shopping for groceries there. And I think we were there like 4 o'clock. So I'm sure like there's a lot of people getting off work and just it was gonna be chaotic anyways. But long story long, hopefully you enjoyed our first day here in Cairns. We had a great time trying to figure things out. I definitely think that this is a huge change for us from Sydney.
Yes.
And it's like, there's a little bit of a culture shock.
This is very much like an excursion town. Like, so you come here, you book trips, like day trips,
and then go
out and do excursions, and then you come back.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like restaurants and stuff around town, so that's really nice. But it's definitely really different from Sydney, where you kind of like can do your own thing in Sydney. Which we weren't really expecting. So it's just...
And I was trying to do this place without renting a vehicle because I was hoping to be able to use like public transportation and be able to walk to things, which is part of the reason why I booked this place downtown. But it didn't really work out that way. If you're coming here, I think one of my recommendations would be consider renting a car. That might make your life a lot easier. Consider staying at a hotel with like easy parking. That will definitely make your life easier. So anyways, hopefully you really enjoyed this video. I know that this probably wasn't what most people were expecting because it's kind of like a travel day mixed with like our first few hours in Cairns. We've got more adventures coming tomorrow. I think we've got a semi-private tour that we're doing. We're going to a ton of places. I think it's over 12 hours long.
It's a 12-hour long day, but there's like 3 hours of driving each way with some stops in between, so that takes up a lot of time.
But we're getting the full experience.
But we are getting the full experience of Daintree Jungle tomorrow, so tune in for that, and we'll let you know how the tour is, and we'll give our reviews on that in case you are coming here in the future. So stay tuned.
All right, perfect. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.